3 weeks before their wedding, Sophia looked into Daniel's eyes and said 4 words he would never forget.
I can't marry you. Daniel felt his heart shatter. For 5 years, they had loved each other.
5 years of dreams, 5 years of promises,
And now it was over.
I thought you loved me, Daniel whispered. I do, Sophia replied through tears.
Then why are you leaving? Sophia bowed her head. Her family wanted her to marry a wealthy man. Daniel wasn't rich, and in the end, she chose her family's wishes over her heart.
1 month later, Sophia married another man.
Daniel didn't attend the wedding. He couldn't bear the pain. Instead, he disappeared from everyone's life and focused entirely on work.
Days turned into months. Months turned into years. Daniel worked harder than he ever had before. Slowly, everything began to change. His small business grew, then expanded, then became a huge success. He finally had the wealth people once said he lacked, yet deep inside, he still carried the memory of Sophia.
One rainy evening, Daniel stopped at a coffee shop after work. As he entered, someone accidentally bumped into him. A cup slipped from her hand and crashed onto the floor. Daniel looked up. His heart nearly stopped. It was Sophia.
For a moment, neither of them spoke. Years had passed, yet seeing each other brought back memories they had tried to forget. They sat down and talked. At first, it was awkward. Then the conversation became easier, like old times. That's when Daniel noticed something. Sophia wasn't wearing a wedding ring. What happened? He asked softly. Tears filled her eyes. My marriage ended 2 years ago. Daniel remained silent. Sophia looked down at the table. It wasn't what I thought it would be.
Then she said something Daniel never expected to hear. Leaving you was the biggest mistake of my life. Daniel's chest tightened. Sophia wiped away a tear. I thought money would make me happy. It didn't. I lost the one person who truly loved me.
Slowly, Sophia reached into her purse and pulled out an old photograph. It was a picture of them from years ago. The edges were worn from being handled so many times. I never threw it away, she whispered. Daniel stared at the photo. All those years, she had kept it. Daniel finally asked the question that had been living in his heart for years. If you could go back and choose again, what would you do? Sophia answered immediately. I would choose you, not tomorrow, not after thinking about it. Immediately, I would choose you every single time. For a long moment, Daniel said nothing. Then he smiled. Not because the pain had disappeared, not because the years could be erased, but because life was giving them something rare, a second chance.
1 year later, they stood together once again. This time, there was no pressure. No family deciding their future. No fear of losing each other. Just two hearts that had finally found their way back home. Because sometimes true love doesn't end. Sometimes it waits patiently for a second chance.